build the easiest villager trading hall in Minecraft 1.19. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is go ahead and build the bare bones structure of the trading hall, and to do that, we're going to go ahead and build this little U shape, and this is going to be where we house all of the villagers. So this will be one villager, and then we're going to have a second villager, a third villager, so on and so forth. So for however many villagers you want inside of the trading hall, just make that number of plods plus 2. So if you wanted 6 villagers, then make 8 pods. If you wanted 10 villagers, then make 12 pods. It's really simple. After you have got the bare bones structure laid out like I have here, we're going to go ahead and build it so that it is 3 blocks tall. So on every single block that you've placed, just go ahead and add 2 more layers to the trading hall. Once all of the blocks are 3 blocks tall, these are going to be prepped for villagers. So what we need to do is place down torches on the second block of every single pod, as I'm doing right here. And then we're going to go ahead and add 2 blocks on top for the roof of the trading hall, just like so on every single pod. Now what we want to do is place down oak leaves on all of the entrances except for the center 2 pods. So we are going to have the zombie and the infected villager in the center of the trading hall. So if you've got 6 villagers here and 8 pods, we're going to leave the 4th and the 5th pods empty. I had to do a bit of mental math there, but these are going to stay empty and all the villagers are going to be beside them. All right, now it's time to put some villagers inside of the trading hall. And in order to do this, we are going to need to grab ourselves some villagers, whether that be from snatching them from villages or taking them from a villager breeder, or maybe you just have some villagers laying around. We're going to take them and we are going to lead them by minecart into the actual chamber where they're going to live out the rest of their miserable lives. That was a bit harsh, but they're going to end up inside the pods. We can then go ahead and break this rail right here, and we're also going to break the minecart. We're then going to go ahead and place down the workstation in front of said villager, come behind them, and place down their bed. So they're going to have insomnia because they're never going to be able to get to their bed. But there you go, he's going to link up. You can go ahead and break the leaf block and go ahead and break all of these rails, and this guy is now ready to be traded with. If you want new trades, I'm going to show you how to do that really quickly. Alright, so if you're not happy with your villager trades, so this guy has quick charge 3, let's say I don't want quick charge 3, all I'm going to do is place down a slab right here, and we're going to go ahead and break this lectern or whatever workstation your villager has. He's going to unlink from the workstation. You can then go ahead and place it back down. He's going to relink to it, and then we can go ahead and trade with him now. So let's say I want projectile protection 4. All I'm going to do is go ahead and make the trade or trade with him. So now his trades are locked and he'll never lose the trades that he has. And now what we can do is we can bring more villagers in because this guy is now linked up to this bed and this workstation forever. So now we can bring more villagers into the actual trading hall. After you've gone ahead and put all of their villagers inside of their pods, we're going to go ahead and work on the actual 1 emerald mechanic. So to do that, we're going to go to the center pods and break these 3 blocks and place down a piston facing towards the wall right here. Go ahead and set down a lever. That way we can close off the wall so that the zombie cannot touch the villager when he is being healed. Alright, now would be a good time to go ahead and put your villager inside of the chamber. So we're going to need a villager on the right side of the piston, and this is the villager that's going to get infected. It doesn't matter what type of workstation he's linked up to. I just made him a farmer because why not? And this guy is just going to keep getting reinfected for his entire life. And that's how we're going to get the 1 emerald trades. So in order to do this, we're going to go ahead and get a name tag ready. And this is going to be what we're naming the zombie. So you can name the zombie whatever you would like. I generally name things subscribe because when I put it in a video, people usually do it. So now we need to go ahead and get a zombie inside of this chamber. And I find that it works best if it's nighttime when you transport him. That way he doesn't burn up in the daylight. Once you do have a zombie in here, just go ahead and name him with the name tag we just made, and then just block it off with whatever you want. I personally think a stair looks nice here, just to make it look like it's part of the workstations, you know? And then you can go ahead and decorate this place however you would like. Alright, I went ahead and decorated the place up a little bit. I threw in a little stripped oak and some spruce fence. I think it looks pretty good, but obviously yours could vary. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and actually get the 1 emerald trade going, and I went ahead and threw down a chest right here full of some weakness splash potions and some golden apples. This is just going to make the curing process a little more streamlined and a little bit more fun. So it's very important that we go ahead and we are in hard mode. If you're not in hard mode, there is a chance that your villager will actually die. But if you're in hard mode, there is a 100% chance that your villager will actually turn into a zombified villager. After you have triple checked that you are in hard mode, we're going to go ahead and unlock the piston. And then this zombie is going to start killing off our villager. And after that happens, we're going to go ahead and cure him up. So now what we need to do is we need to cure the zombie villager. And we need to go ahead and get this zombie onto the other side of the piston. And to do that, we're just going to do a little bit of pathfinding. But first, we're going to go ahead and use our splash potion on the zombie villager and use a golden apple to start the transformation process. If we unlock the piston and then close it again, we can just sort them out and eventually they will be on separate sides of the piston. There we go. So we've now separated them. He's going to transform into a normal villager and this zombie is going to be over here and they will not be able to touch each other. And then when we need the traits to be lowered again, we can just go ahead and repeat the process with the splash potion and the golden apples. So now we're going to wait for him to turn back into a normal villager. After your villager is cured and back to normal, we can go ahead and trade with any of these villagers and their trades will in fact be cheaper. And if we go ahead and just look at this guy, as you can see, 15 boot root is now down to 9. Some of these guys will have 1 emerald trades, like I know he does. So now this 5 emerald trade is only 1 emerald for an iron helmet, which we're going to do because that's a pretty good trade. But again, all of these guys are going to have reduced prices, which just makes this so much better. And the more times that you cure this villager, the more cheaper their things are going to get. That was the worst English I've ever had, but you get the point. The more you cure this guy, the cheaper the trades are going to get. And it is just so amazing. All right, I just want to reiterate that the more times that you cure the zombie villager, the cheaper the trades will get. So if you just kept keeping up with this method, curing and infecting the zombie villager, then eventually you would have way cheaper trades. But the system does work really well, just as it is here. And this would be super useful for getting things like mending and other enchantment books like that. I do apologize for my voice. It sounds a bit hoarse. It doesn't really have the same pep as it usually does. I wouldn't say it's up to par as on my other videos. I don't really feel sick, but it sounds like I'm sick, so I apologize for that. And it is also thunderstorming outside my house, so I'm trying to finish up this video before my power goes out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you also hear the thunder, I apologize. My name is OneUpMC. Hope you guys did enjoy this video and you found it useful or helpful or enjoyable. You do consider subscribing and leaving a like. And this outro is getting really long, but I will catch you guys in the next one.